In this question, coordinate of 2 points P and Q are given. S is the set of all x that satisfy this condition. T is the set of all y that satisfy this condition. First, we will find locus of point x, and then we will find locus of this point y. After that, we will find distance between locus of x and locus of y. And then we will check which option given in the question are correct and which option is not correct. Since we have to find the locus of point x, therefore we suppose coordinate of x as x, y, z. Now this is x, this is p, and this is q. Since this condition is given, now we will apply this formula. If coordinate of point A be x1, y1, z1 and coordinate of point B be x2, y2, z2, then AB square will be equal to this. By applying this formula, we will write xp square this, x cube square this is equal to 50. After simplifying it, we get this equation. This is linear equation. A linear equation in three-dimensional space always represent a plane. Therefore, this is equation of a plane. We suppose this equation as one number. Now, we find locus of y. Suppose coordinate of y is x, y, z, and since y satisfies this condition, that means this condition, applying this formula, we proceed and get this equation. This is also a linear equation in x and z, therefore this is also equation of a plane. That means all points on this plane are present in this set T. Two planes, this and this, are parallel if coefficient of x, a1 and a2 are equal, b1 and b2 are equal, c1 and c2 are equal. Here we observe that coefficient of x is 6, coefficient of x is 6. Similarly, here is 8, here is 8, and y is absent in this equation, that means coefficient of y is 0, and in this equation also y is absent, that means coefficient of y is 0. Therefore, these two planes are parallel. Distance between two parallel planes, this and this, is equal to d1 minus d2 mod divided by root under a square plus b square plus c square. Here, coefficient of x, y, z in both the equation are same. Here, coefficient of x and z in both the equation are same. Therefore, by applying this formula, distance between these two planes will be equal to d1 minus d2, that means minus 105 minus 5 mod by 6 square plus 8 square root under, that is equal to 10. Distance between these two parallel planes is 10. In this plane, we can draw a triangle whose area is 1 square unit. Infinite number of such triangles can be drawn in this plane. Therefore, this option is correct. If we take any two distinct points L and M in this plane, then all points lying on this line segment LM will also lie in this plane, that means in set T. Therefore, this option is also correct. If we take a line segment of length 14 in this plane, and from this point we draw a perpendicular over this plane, draw a perpendicular over this plane and join these 2 points, then since distance between these 2 parallel planes is 10 units, therefore we get a rectangle of perimeter 48. Therefore, this option is correct. Suppose we take a stick of length 12 units. Since distance between these 2 parallel planes is 10 units, therefore this stick will be inclined like this. When a line is perpendicular to a plane, suppose this board is a plane. When a line is perpendicular to this plane, then every line in this plane will make 90-degree angle with this perpendicular. 90-degree angle with this perpendicular. But when a line is not perpendicular to a plane, but it is inclined like this, not like this, but like this, inclined, then every line in this plane is not perpendicular to this line, but there is exactly one line lying in this plane which is perpendicular to this inclined line. There exists a line which is perpendicular to this stick. We draw a line segment along this perpendicular line of 12 units, and from this point we draw a line which is parallel to this line, and now join these 2 points. Thus we get a square whose perimeter is 48. Therefore, this option is also correct.